making some pickle fish, and my ingredients are any white sturdy fish. I've got some fillets as well because the kids don't really like fish with bones. You don't have to use that. I prefer these ones, but yeah. Then I've got 125 milliliters of oil, or enough oil just to fry it. 3 large onions sliced in rings. 200 milliliters of vinegar. And sugar to your taste. I'm going to start off with 3 tablespoons, and I'm going to keep tasting it until the mixture is just right. About 4 bay leaves. 1 teaspoon of turmeric. Salt to taste. And 2 teaspoons of spice masala. Half a teaspoon of chilies. Now I prefer ground chilies, powdered chilies, but I don't have, so I'm going to use just half a teaspoon of the crushed chili. So that is my ingredients for the pickle fish. Okay, the first step is to make your vinegar mixture, the sauce. So, whoops, I'm going to break my nails. Just take this whole top off. Right, so 200 milliliters of vinegar. That's about a cupful. You can have more depending on how much fish you're going to cook. So I've got my vinegar. I'm going to let it just heat up a bit while I'm doing that. Just a dash of pepper. I'm going to start off with 2 tablespoons of sugar, and I'll add more as I go along. So I'll keep tasting. So 1, 2, no, let's make it 3. I might add more as I go along. So I'm putting 3 bay leaves, 1, 2, 3, as I'm not making a lot of fish. 1 teaspoon of turmeric. We'll give it some color. 1 teaspoon of salt, or just a pinch of salt. Oh, I can smell it already. It's delicious. Just half a teaspoon of chili powder or crushed chilies. That should do. And then curry. 2 tablespoons of curry powder. Give it a good stir. Oh, that smells divine. Oh, smells like my mom's kitchen when she used to make pickle fish. Delicious. So let that boil a bit, and then I'm going to add the onions, and then I'm going to let it simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes. Oh, just nice. So now I'm going to add the onions. Now you can add more of everything that's in here. There's no set amount of quantity. It just depends on how much fish you are making. So I'm going to put this on the back because I want to fry the fish in the meantime. So I'm going to put that on a low to medium heat so that can simmer. Okay, the next step is to just salt and pepper your fish. We do this on both sides, and then I'm going to fry it. Okay, the next step is optional. I'm going to take 1 teaspoon of corn flour. With some water, just to thicken the vinegar sauce. It's optional, you don't have to, depends how thick you want it or if you just want it runny. So I'm going to add this now. Make sure it is well stirred and dissolved. So I'm going to add this to the vinegar sauce. I'm going to put some oil in the pan to heat up so I can fry the fish. Right, now to the vinegar, I'm going to add the corn flour water just to thicken it a bit. Not too much, just slightly. Oh, I must say, if only you could smell this now. It smells so gorgeous. And remember, this don't have to cook too long. It's just as long as your onions have softened and you've tasted it and you're happy with the flavor, then that is done. So leave that on a low to medium heat. Okay, the oil is warm. You don't want it too hot, otherwise the fish will just burn. So I'm going to fry it 2 to 3 minutes on each side. And I'll do the rest after. I don't want to pack it too much, and I'll show you at the end. It's nicely browned on both sides. I'm going to take this out now. Then I'm going to add the vinegar sauce on top of the dish. Right, so there's the fish all nicely browned, fried, and I'm going to add the vinegar sauce over that. And this needs to stay for at least 24 hours. And then it will taste to its best. So leave that to stand for about 24 hours.